Hey guys, this week on Kombativ, we're checking out some of the newest weapons we just added to the Kombativ.com website. But before we begin, if you just liked this video and subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. So, as usual, I had Amanda go back into the warehouse and find some of the newest items on the Kombativ.com website, and she wrapped them up for me so that I'm going to open them on camera and I won't know what they are. That way I can give you a fair and honest review of each product. So, without further ado, Amanda, what is our very first item?
There you go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ooh, it's kind of a nice little box there. All right, and our very first item is the Stealth Tactical Dagger. Ooh, I like daggers. All right, good choice, Amanda. Let's see what this is. This looks like a really nice box. Okay, look at that. That's nice. That's like a gift box right there, so you could give this to someone as a gift. Looks nice, right, Ian?
Great.
Okay, so first thing I noticed right off the top of my head is it's got a really nice heavy-duty Kydex sheath on there that's been form-fitted to the blade. We can also see that it does have a belt clip on here. And this is the type that's got the lock here. So we open that up, unclip it. We can see that it's adjustable for different sizes of belts. We can also see that there's little screws here, so we can unscrew it, move it to the other side of the sheath. That way it'll work for a left-hander or a right-hander. But you guys really don't care about that at all. All you guys care about is the blade itself. So let's close that and check out the blade of this sucker. Oh, so first, before I even show you the blade, this thing is heavy. This thing weighs approximately 8.4 ounces. So that's pretty heavy for a little dagger. But check that out. That is beautiful. I really like the G10 scales on this thing. They've got kind of like a nice little finish there that you know is going to be very corrosion resistant, weather resistant, give you a really good grip on this dagger, because when it comes to daggers, you need a good grip. You need to be able to hit just right, and it can't slide down your hand at all. We can also see that we've got this jimping right here on the finger guards, so that gives me really good, solid control of that blade. So I like that. If we were to throw it in reverse grip, that's generally not my favorite grip when it comes to a dagger. For a dagger, I kind of want it in a forward grip so I can get good control, good distance on that. But we can also see that this is a dual-sided blade here, and both sides are very sharp. That is heavy duty though. That is very, very heavy duty. This is made from a D2 steel. D2 steel is a tool steel that's known for being very wear resistant and durable. So that is an excellent steel for this knife. We can also see that it is full tang, and look how thick that is. That's really thick. That's not going to break on you easily at all. We can also see that it's got a black finish to it, which is nice and stealthy. I love that. Let's see. And I don't think there's any, oh yeah, guys. Okay, we can see that there is a little lanyard hole here, but it's got that little spike on the pommel. So if we want non-lethal strikes or something, all we have to do is use the butt of that knife. Bam! Right there. I love that. The blade length is approximately 4.5 inches. The total length is approximately 9.5 inches. And once again, it weighs approximately 8.4 ounces. So this is a really, really nice knife. I love daggers. I'm going to go ahead and put this away because I'm anxious to see what Amanda's got next for me. So Amanda, what do you have next for me?
There you go.
Okay, thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what this is. Okay, oh, I love butterfly knives. Great choice, Amanda. Okay, so our next weapon is the Professional Black Vented Balisong. Awesome. You know I love Balisongs. Good choice, Amanda. Oh, and this is my favorite style too. So if you've watched some of my videos on Karate Mart, you know that there's certain types of Balisongs that I like. And a lot of people don't agree with me because Balisongs are one of those things where there's this huge audience of people that love them. And most people prefer screws on their Balisongs. And they like them because you can set the certain amount of play that you have with your Balisong. So it's going to kind of swing a certain way. They also, a lot of people like to have spring latches on these things. So for me, I'm a little bit different because I prefer the rivets instead of the screws. And the reason for that is because they keep the same play for the entire life of your knife. It's not going to change at all on you. Plus, I actually prefer to not have a spring latch at the end because that's just kind of what I grew up with, and you get used to it the way that it is. But this is it's a little heavy. This one weighs approximately 5.8 ounces, so it's a little bit heavy for me, and my hand's actually really sweaty now too, so it feels kind of uncomfortable. But the blade length is approximately 4 inches, the folded length is approximately 5.25 inches, and the unfolded length is approximately 9 inches. So this is really nice. Like, okay, so I've kind of showed you guys this before. I like to use the latch like this. Like, I like to use the latch to open it up, close it, flip it out like that, grab it. It's just kind of a nice trick. So if you want to learn Balisong tricks, there's so many people online that use them, and they're so much fun. Now, the knife itself is made from a 440C stainless steel. So I know what you're thinking. You guys just heard 440 stainless steel. That's a cheap steel, Kyle. Yes, I know what you're saying. But the thing is, there are different grades of 440 stainless steel. And 440C stainless steel has a higher carbon content. It's just a little bit nicer stainless steel. So what's great about it is because it's got a higher carbon content, it's a little bit harder, it's more wear resistant, it's still corrosion resistant, and it's actually really easy to sharpen. So it's a good steel when it comes to a lot of knives, especially butterfly knives. I mean, you can't beat that. The blade itself, we can see that it does have a nice drop point blade to it, which is pretty. It's got a really nice, oh, that's sharp, that's very sharp. Definitely very sharp there too. We can also see that it's got a nice black finish to it. I like that. Very stealthy. See how nicely it fits in my pocket? Oh yeah, can't even tell I've got it there. I mean, these things are so great. The only thing I should mention as I put it in my pocket is check your local laws, because the laws are very strict on these things. So just check to make sure you're not doing anything wrong. But I think that's all I have to say about this. Right, Amanda? Nothing else? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away. And let's move on to our next weapon. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. Okay, Amanda, what you got next for me? Oh, a big one. A big one. Ooh. Ian, can I have that butterfly knife back? Thank you, sir. Okay, I have to open up this box with something. Okay. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. I have never shown one of these off on Karate Mart or on Kombativ before, so this is going to be fun. Okay, so what we have here, I got to be careful with this, not going to point it at the camera, is we've got a crossbow, a mini crossbow. So I had one kind of like this when I was a kid, but it wasn't as nice as this. And I know because I've actually played with this one a little bit. When it came in, I was so excited to see it, so I just wanted to test it out just a little bit. And it comes with 3 bolts. And here's the information sheet. Okay, so the first thing I need to mention to you guys is this is a legitimate weapon. This is not like a kid's toy. This is not something you want to play with. You could actually use this for small game hunting, for target shooting. I mean, this is a really cool little legitimate weapon, so I'm digging it. But what's a little different about this than other crossbows you might see is it's smaller. This is only about 19.5 inches. It weighs less. This is only about 2 pounds, so actually really, really light. But there's some things I really like about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and load this up so you can see how that works. So I just kind of grab this up here, hit this button right here, pull that down, and it really easily loaded that. So this is actually an 80-pound draw, which is a pretty good draw. It's going to work well for small game. It's pretty common when it comes to crossbows. So I just loaded that. We can see that the safety, this little thing right here, is currently on. So it's not going to shoot right now, but if you take that safety off by pushing that up, now the safety's off. Let's test this out just a little bit, see how this works. I'm going to grab one of these bolts. It comes with these 3 bolts. They're about 6.5 inches long each. I'm going to take one of them out. They're made with an aluminum shaft, and we'll check this out. So it just slides down here and right under there. So that thing is called a bolt retainer. And what's so cool about that is if we're going to use this thing, make sure safety's on, you can just walk around with this thing. Like I can just walk around, it's loaded, ready to go. So if I'm hunting, I can get out there, you know, just hit the safety. So let's just test this thing. I saw that Amanda set up a target over here. I wasn't exactly sure what it was for. I was thinking maybe a slingshot, but I like this so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the safety. Safety's off. Okay, and check this out. I've got these sights right here where you can adjust these sights. I can actually move them left or right with this little thing. I can move them up or down with that little knob. And so I just aim right in. Okay, so I aim right in and Okay, I'm a terrible shot, but ooh, that just went right through that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, all right. So I'm really digging this thing. I think this is so cool to have. So it's made from mostly steel and fiberglass, but there's also some ABS pieces on here. So this is really, really well built. One thing I do want to mention is check your local laws, especially like hunting laws if you're going to be hunting with this thing, because there's different seasons that are known for hunting with crossbow. So just check your local laws. It's very important. But I don't think there's anything else to say about this. Amanda, Ian, anything I should say?
One of my favorites.
It's so cool, right?
It's so cool.
Yeah, so if you guys could just go ahead and put in the comments which weapon you enjoyed best this week. I'd really like to know that so I know what else to show off to you guys in future videos. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. And check out Kombativ.com because we've got all sorts of awesome weapons on there right now. But until next week, stay combative. But not too combative because I don't want you guys to get in trouble or do something